Did you know you can apply for citizenship in the Dominican after just 2 years of residency? Today, we're going to dive deep into the citizenship process, how to get a Dominican passport, and break it down step by step so that you know all about this incredible opportunity. So, how can someone get a Dominican passport? According to Dominican law, you can apply for citizenship and subsequently a passport if you've been a legal resident of the Dominican Republic for at least 2 years. This is one of the fastest paths to citizenship in the world, and you can get there with either a temporary or permanent residency permit. So whether you moved for work or retirement, rentista visa, pensionado visa, any visa type, 2 years of residency, you can get citizenship in the Dominican. So whether you're an entrepreneur, a digital nomad, an expat, a retiree, or simply looking for a new place to call home, this will put you on the path to citizenship. For those who may be interested in, there's several residency options. So the most common are temporary residency. This is usually granted for 1 year, but can be renewed. This is a great way to start your journey in the Dominican Republic. As well as permanent residency, this is a more secure status that allows you to live in the country indefinitely. It's often granted after holding temporary residency for a certain period or through investment. So you might start on temp if you come to the Dominican, say, with a job, or if you do the investor path, you'll start off with permanent residency, okay? So understanding which type of residency best suits your needs is crucial. And MyLatinLife, we can help figure out which visa, which residency path makes the most sense to you. I have other videos on the channel about the Dominican residency visa. You can also book a call in the description below and speak to us directly, and we can kind of figure out what's the best way for you to get residency. So let's talk about how to obtain residency in a little bit more detail, okay? Again, you need to hold valid residency status for 2 years to apply to citizenship. And the most common types of residency, number one, is going to be the investment residency. One of the most appealing ways to secure residency is through investment. The DR has a popular investor visa program. To qualify, you need to invest at least $200K in real estate or businesses. And this path not only grants residency, but also opens the door to eventual citizenship. The second most common residency path is the retiree visa, also known as pensionado. So if you're retired, you can apply for residency by demonstrating a stable income, such as pension or Social Security, or even rental income of at least $1,500 a month. Another common visa, number three, is the family-based visa. So if you have family members who are citizens or permanent residents of the Dominican Republic, you may be eligible for residency through family reunification. Now, once you've established your residency, you can begin your journey towards citizenship. It's important to note that maintaining your residency status is crucial. This typically means spending a certain amount of time in the country each year. The Dominican is pretty chill about physical presence requirements, but if you're intending on going to citizenship, spending more time in the country is only going to help your case. So now let's talk about the application process. Once you've met the residency requirement, you can start the citizenship application process. So here's a detailed look at what to expect. Number one is going to be gathering documentation, right? Prepare all the necessary documents such as the proof of residency, your residency card, or any official document indicating your legal status in the country, your criminal background check from your home country, apostilled, showing economic means, showing documentation that you can support yourself financially in the country, such as bank accounts, proof of income, employment letters, all that good stuff, and also application forms, completing the official citizenship application form, which you can usually obtain from the Directorate General of Migration or on the government website. Step two is going to be submitting your application. Once you have all your documents ready, submit your application to the DR's Directorate General of Migration. Ensure you have both originals and copies of all the documents, as they may require them during the review process. I highly recommend you use a lawyer to submit your application, especially in the Dominican Republic, where things are just a little bit bureaucratic. The requirements today might not be the requirements tomorrow, like things change or different people want different things. So Dominican's kind of crazy like that, and you're going to want a lawyer that knows how to navigate the process. It's well worth the money. MyLatinLife, we can handle your application, but whatever way you go, I definitely wouldn't do this without a lawyer who really knows the system well and has experience, putting passports in people's hands. Next step in the process is going to be interviews and background checks. So expect to undergo interviews as part of the application process. This may involve questions about your background, your reasons for wanting citizenship, and your plans for living in the Dominican Republic. They may also conduct a background check, so it's crucial to be honest and forthcoming during this process. And then approval and naturalization. If your application is approved, you'll receive a certificate of naturalization. This process can take anywhere from 6 months to over a year, so patience is key. Dominican is known for being a little bit slow on issuing the passport. It will come eventually, but it's just not one of those things where you apply and then you get it the next month. It is going to take a while, so 6 months to over a year is pretty common. And then the last step is going to be the oath of allegiance. So finally, as part of becoming a citizen, you may need to take an oath of allegiance. This is a formal acknowledgement of your commitment to the Dominican Republic and its laws. Cool, right? So after you become a citizen, now let's talk about what happens now that you're officially a citizen of the Dominican Republic and you get all the benefits, right? So you'll get voting rights. You can participate in local and national elections. You'll get full access to services, all the public services, including education, healthcare, and often at reduced cost compared to residents. You'll also get travel freedom. Dominican citizens can travel visa-free to several countries, including many in the Caribbean, Europe, and South America. This can save you time and money when planning your travels. Another benefit is dual citizenship. So the Dominican Republic allows dual citizenship, which means you won't have to give up your original nationality. This is a significant advantage if you have ties to your home country. Another benefit is cultural integration. As a citizen, you'll be more integrated into the local culture. You'll be able to say soy dominicano, which is kind of funny. And this will allow you to participate fully in community events, traditions, and the vibrant lifestyle of the Dominican Republic. Another benefit would be banking as well. The Dominican is known for being a pretty decent banking hub, being a non-CRS country, and as a citizen, you're going to have much more access to banking opportunities in the DR as well. So the banking, the travel freedom, it's a good passport to have. It's not the best passport, but definitely one that's easy to get and should be a good addition to your portfolio. And you never know in the future. The Dominican Republic could get stronger in the future. I certainly think it will get stronger in the future, so we can look forward to that as well. Before we wrap up, let's address some common questions about the citizenship process. So one question people ask is it possible to lose my residency status? And yes, if you don't meet the requirements for maintaining your residency and you're not renewing it on time, you could lose your status. So it's important to comply with the laws and regulations of the Dominican Republic. Another question is, what if I have a criminal record? Having a criminal record may complicate your application. Each case is assessed individually, so it's best to consult with a legal expert who specializes in immigration in the DR. It depends. Is it a felony? Is it a misdemeanor? This kind of thing. Usually these things can be overcome, but it adds a little bit of extra complication. So something where, we can get the lawyers involved. They can take a look at your documents and see how to proceed from there. Another question we get asked is, how do I speed up the process? So while patience is important, ensuring that you have all your documents in order and that you're responding promptly to requests for additional information can help keeping the process going smoothly, right? So the Dominican process is slow. There are many steps. It's known for being a slow process, both for getting residency and for citizenship. And really the best thing you can do is A, use a good lawyer who's connected and we can help put you in touch with a good lawyer. And then B, just being on top of things, right? When the ball is in your court to get stuff done, maybe it's, provide some documents, whatever. You just got to execute on that quickly so that we can move on to the next step. So there you have it. The path to citizenship in the Dominican Republic can be a really rewarding and really fun journey that opens up a world of opportunities and one of the fastest paths to a second passport in the world. So if you've been thinking about making this beautiful country your home, remember that with a little planning and preparation, you can become a citizen in just 2 years. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more content about living and thriving abroad. You can also book a call with us in the link in the description to get your Dominican Republic residency process started. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.